70th minute, actually, I started to cramp up, and
Yeah.
like my entire legs, everything, calf, hamstring, quad was cramping up. And I went to the ground. Doctors came on. I was like, "Oh, doctor, please help me, doctor. I can't get subbed off. There's no way." It was painful. I don't know. I was really like
Crazy,
angry
bro.
when I started to cramp because it was a high pressure game
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
couldn't. Yeah,
High
but it was a crazy
intensity.
game, crazy feeling.
Ya, apa kabar?
Baik, sehat.
Okay, Matt. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your time, Matt.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. You seems very happy after qualified the World Cup.
yeah. Well, it's really just sinking in for me now how important it is. But yeah, I mean, I'm just proud of that accomplishment, not only for myself individually,
Yeah.
that I'll be able to play on the world stage, but also for my teammates and for the country. Because
Mhm.
it's the first time that an Indonesian team's ever made it to the World Cup through qualification.
Yeah, first time for the qualification. Matt, the boys were amazing in the Asian Cup. So, yeah,
Yeah.
amazing. 3 games, 3 wins, bro, in group stage. So, uh, I want to know about
Incredible.
the preparation, Matt. The preparation before the tournament. So, you just joined the team in a training camp in Bogor, right?
Yeah.
So, what was the preparation before the tournament?
Um, Look, we didn't really focus on the specifics of each team until a couple of days before the tournament. A lot of it was we would practice our sort of style, so how we wanted to build up. We would practice that, even from Bogor, the same
Mhm.
type of training every day, how we build up, how we would press, set pieces, etc. And we had a lot of trial matches in Dubai. We had against against China and UAE.
Yeah, yeah.
Those were two really important games for us because they played similar, mainly China. They played very similar to how we expected South Korea to play. So
Mhm.
our preparation for the China game was the exact same as we prepared for Korea. And against UAE, I expected that they would be very similar to how Yemen and Afghanistan would play. So look, the practice matches that we played were the main source of preparation, and
Mhm.
then obviously we will go through our specifics against each opponent closer to the match day. So yeah.
Mhm. Yeah. So how confident the team before Asian Cup, about getting ticket to the World Cup?
Our main priority was taking each game one by one, and obviously everybody was focused on the game versus Korea. And to be honest, I'm not sure how confident the other boys were, but my feeling was I was really optimistic, confident we would get a result. And obviously, you would have saw my interview in Saudi Arabia a couple of days before the tournament. I said that I was
Yeah,
optimistic
yeah.
we'd get a result,
Mhm.
and that was just my gut feeling, my instinct. I felt that this was our game. We had everything to play
Yeah,
for, and we
yeah.
had everything to win. And yeah, look, going into the game, I wasn't scared of them, not scared of
Mhm.
anybody, because it's only under 17s. There's never a big difference between any of the teams. Yeah, and then
Yeah,
obviously we got the win, compact defending, strong game,
yeah,
solid performance from the boys.
yeah.
Yeah,
Matt, yeah. Last time we met in Bogor, in Pakansari, so I saw on my eyes that the teams have like the positive vibes. You know,
yeah.
they welcome you.
It's
Yeah, they welcome
yeah,
you.
it was good when I came back. It was a big gap from the Asia Cup qualifiers. It was nice to see all the boys, meet all the new boys as well. It's a good group, tight knit team.
Those all 3 games in the good stage were amazing. Yeah, my favorite one, yeah, of course, against Korea. The first
Yeah,
game against big team. I think Coach Tova is genius about the strategy, the compact defending, the strong defending. So,
yeah.
in your point of view, what is the important things that makes Indonesia beat Korea?
I think, firstly, I have to give my praises for Coach Nova. He really handled the expectations well, and the tactics that he wanted us to do, I felt they were really, really good, smart for the game. And the experience that he's had with the senior team as well. He did versus Korea in the under 23 Asia Cup, and they did get a result in that game. So it was comforting that Coach Nova had that past experience. But yeah, look, we wanted to just start in towards halfway when we press and just compact defend and get them on the counter attack. And I think that is what Indonesian football is. We're really disciplined and compact when we defend, and when we counter attack, we're quick, and it's very hard for opposition teams to defend us.
So yeah, I think it's hard for you as a defender to focus 90 minutes.
Yeah. Well, look, that game for me was quite hard. We had a lot of pressure on us from the start of the game, and there were moments where even in the first half we could have we had a chance or two which we could have scored. And look, yeah, it was really mentally tiring as well as physical. And 70th minute, actually, I started to cramp up, and my entire legs, everything, calf, hamstring, quad was cramping up. And I went to the ground. Doctors came on. I was like, "Oh, doctor, please help me, doctor. I can't get subbed off. There's no way." It was painful. I don't know. I was really like
crazy
angry when I started to cramp because it was a high pressure game. And I couldn't.
It
was a crazy game, crazy feeling.
Crazy.
Yeah.
And after that, supporters like said you are similar with Justin Hubner.
Yeah. Look, I've seen a couple clips on TikTok and Instagram comparing me to Justin Hubner. Look, I see what they mean with my mentality, but
but mentality.
I don't know, a lot of it, but I feel like, I don't know, it's a good comparison to be compared to a senior player.
It's a good.
But I don't see myself as the boy who is almost crazy, that wants to hype everybody up. I don't know, like, if for the people that actually watch the game and see how I play composed and I try to keep everything calm. But when the game gets you, the pressure gets you, get hyped up. And there's actually a video, I'll forward it to you now, of
Justin Hubner is your role model, right? Oh, you sent me this.
You watch that. Watch that quickly and then we'll continue.
I also saw this. It's really similar with Justin Hubner against Bahrain.
Yeah, it's a good video. Very similar. Yeah.
Very
but
similar.
Look, I look up to Justin Hubner, but I also look up to Jay. I think my game's almost in the middle. There's Justin Hubner, and there's me. I'll take a bit of both from both of the games, and it's good. It's good having role models that you can look up to, and something I can push to for the future, hopefully. If I play in the national team, I can be their successor.
Hubner also comment on I post your photos, and he comment. and he left a comment on my Instagram.
That was nice. And he followed me on Instagram as well. Sent me a text or two before the Yemen game. That was nice. It's nice that he noticed me, gave me some words of motivation.
You can learn a lot from him. Matt, back to a game against Korea. The drama in last minutes, penalty in injury time. So how you feeling when you know that the team get a penalty?
Well, when the ball dropped to Bundy at the edge of the box, I saw he was going to shoot, and I just moved to the side, and when he hit it, I saw it came to me, and I was like, oh shit, maybe I can get this into the goal. So I just flicked it up, and it hit the guy. I was like, handball. The ref gave the penalty. I ran to the fans. Oh my god, the adrenaline was insane.
Also,
crazy.
the good penalty from Evandra. right?
Evandro.
Evandro.
I said to him after the game, he scared me, man. When the keeper saved it, I had a heart attack. But I'm so happy they just scored. That's hard, very hard in that moment. To miss a penalty and then be able to get to the follow-up. Really, really big props to him. He has a big heart. He's a very good player, and he's a very crucial part of the team. And even then, he missed a penalty against Korea, and the next game he scored a penalty against Yemen, and that takes a lot of courage. So big props to him. I'm very proud of him for that.
Yeah, big wins, important wins against Korea. Very important because Korea, big teams, and also the first game. So after the game, how about the situation in locker room?
Yeah, Coach Nova and Patazaki said how proud they are of us for getting the result in the game, and we celebrated obviously, but Coach Nova really drilled it into us that it's one win and we haven't qualified yet. We still have another game to win, and after the game he said just enjoy it today, but tomorrow we focus again. And in the team meetings leading up to the Yemen game, he said the same thing. We don't have another game after this game. Yemen is our grand final. So it's good. He kept us in the right mindset.
Sadly, after 3 wins against Korea, Yemen, and Afghanistan, we lose against North Korea. So what happened, Matt?
Look, the lead up to the game, when we changed stadiums, we visited the stadium and it was very different. It's different conditions, windy pitch, etc. But that's no excuse for the way we played. Korea, to be honest, they just outplayed us. They had us so deep, and we just didn't have any moments where we could offer a threat. And their goals were, a lot of them just came from our mistakes, to be honest, and that's partly due to maybe our mentality. I think maybe we were a bit too complacent because we already did what we wanted to do. We already qualified for the World Cup, so maybe the game didn't have enough meaning to us. I'm not sure. I wasn't in the change room after the game, so I'm not sure what Coach Nova said. But
Coach Nova also said to media, the reason lose big score against North Korea, it's because they already have a ticket to World Cup.
I think if the format was the same and the semi-final was where you qualify for the World Cup, completely different game. There's no way that we would have played like that. But look, on a personal level in that game, I didn't give up. Even when it was 4, 5, 6, I still wanted to try get back. But it's okay. Football's like that. Sometimes you play good, sometimes you play bad. Sometimes the team's just too good. And it's something that I think that game is an important game for us. I think maybe our heads got too big. We thought we were too good, and I think that's an important game for us. We know what we can look to improve on before the World Cup, and there's a lot of time. And I think that when we come to the World Cup, it will be a very, very different team. We'll be a lot better. Okay.
Anyway, Matt, during the Asian Cup, I talked with Tim Baker, your brother, that he told me that almost every day you call your mom, your dad, your family. He said that it's good for your mentality, your mental health during the tournament. So how important the family when you are in a big tournament for you?
For me, I need to keep a really good balance between my goals and what's important to me, and family is always going to come first. And when I'm away, usually one of my parents will come with me, but this time it was different. and it was important for me to give them a call, talk to them. It's almost like a way I can shut my brain off and take my focus out of football, because it's, for me, obviously I'm with Indonesian boys and we have a lot of differences because I grew up in Australia, born and raised here.
Yeah.
I'm an Australian boy, and sometimes it's when I don't have someone who can relate to me there. Usually I'll have Lucas and that makes it easier, but obviously he wasn't here with me. So speaking, calling with my family, my brothers, sister as well, it's comforting, and it keeps me in a good mental state, and that's important, because if I have other worries, stresses outside of football, then it impacts my performance on the pitch.
So after the qualify to the World Cup, so what is the next? What next? What is the plan to the World Cup? Maybe is there any training camp this year before World Cup?
Yeah, so I think the boys will group together again in June or July, Coach Nova said, and there'll be training camps, international. They're going to try to go overseas, have some trial games. But I think in terms of myself, the plan for me is to join the team a couple weeks before the World Cup, similar to what I did this time. Partly because of my club. I need to get as much time as I can in my club now. I've got 5 or 6 months now. I can finish off the season and push towards getting a potential contract, and also schoolwork, and trying not to stay too long away from home. That's a big thing for me. It's similar to when you asked me about calling my parents. That's a big thing. I don't like being away from home for too long. It's hard to be away from the family, and I really empathize with the other boys because they have to sacrifice so much to be away from their family. And that's a big part, but I think for me it's important I try to minimize the time away from family, balancing the needs of the team, myself, and my other things here in Australia.
So it's similar with Asian Cup preparation. You will join the team just a couple weeks before the tournament.
Yeah, just in the important preparation phase, tactical preparation, practice matches, etc. before the Asia Cup, before the World Cup. Sorry.
So, have you talked about the target in the World Cup with Coach Tova? Also, did PSSI give a target to the team for the World Cup?
We didn't. Maybe there was a target given in Jakarta. I wasn't there, but before we left from Saudi Arabia, Coach Nova stated that he wants us to qualify from the group stage. I'm not sure how the format works, but from what Coach Nova said, I'm pretty sure it's top 2 and then 8 best third place teams, I think. So we'll aim to get that, and that's a realistic target for us, considering what we did in the Asia Cup.
Okay. So for you, your personal target, what is your personal target in the World Cup?
Look, the most important thing is to have good performances. You know, it's the biggest stage. This is where careers and dreams are made out of, and I'm going to try every game, have a good game, play my game, express myself. But I think it's also important that we get positive results to push as far as we can in the World Cup. So hopefully the team and myself can do good.
Yeah. Matt, I want to talk about Coach Nova in your point of view. So, what is your point of view about Coach Nova, about his strategy, about his lead the team, give instruction to the players? So, what is your point of view about that?
Yeah, well, obviously our tactics, they're very counter-attacking based, obviously sitting deep and then beating a team on the counter-attack. And if the team is of lower quality than us, then we'll try to press and win the ball back high. I think in that sense, maybe I would want it to be similar. Like in my club, it's very different. We are always pressing the middle of the team, and we're always playing possession football. That's a big difference between my club and national team. football, players, coach, etc. But yeah, look, Coach Nova's a very good coach, and he handles all the players well. I think he tries to show each player that he has confidence in them, and that they shouldn't be scared to make mistakes or ask him questions or ask him what they should do here. And look, Coach Nova, he's got a positive mindset, and he tries to help every player and get the best out of everybody.
Okay, mate. It's almost 30 minutes. So for the last, do you want to say anything for the fans with bahasa Indonesia?
Anything for the fans.
Yeah. With bahasa.
Terima kasih semuanya ya untuk dukungannya di Piala Asia, dan sampai jumpa nanti di Piala Dunia.
Terima kasih banyak, Matt Baker, for your time.